Minkä päällä lakukastike maistuu parhaalta? Ei voi tietää, ellei kokeile. Kouvolan lakritsi.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to SportsGamer. I am digging the green theme here of Neo. We don't get to see this enough. We are here live today to cover the final sin of our Neo division. Our entry-level tier, Tier 5, is taking center stage here as we have our best of 5 series in its totality here tonight. Our number 1 seed in Fallen Rangers taking on, well, would you believe it, the 2 seed in Salaseurue, as I am very excited to see how this one pans out. It's always interesting, regardless of what rung of the ladder we're on, to see the top 2 teams, face off in the finals.
Yeah, kind of providential how this sort of turned out. Of course, the top 2 teams, obviously trying to work their way up the ranks and stuff like that. But you got to start from somewhere, and here they are in the Neo division. Both of them, going to do battle here tonight, and it's very, very exciting. We've always had a great time covering some of the lower divisions. This is oftentimes where you're going to see those future teams of the elite start. It's a long way up to the top, but, it starts right here, right now.
Absolutely. And I mean, with these 2 teams, they are 2 that I was able to cover through the wraparound pretty much all season long, and to see, the performances that they were, putting out there in the regular season, to see it continue in the playoffs as well, now leading up to the finals. Really good indicator that these indeed could be 2 teams to watch very, very closely in the future. Of course, we have covered, well, almost all of our finals here. This is the last stop before we hit our end destination of the Elite Division finals, but that is not to say that we're looking past this particular matchup. Mention that they're the top two seeds. We'll take a look at how these two teams got here, at least through a certain stage, of course, in the Neo Division and some of these lower tiers. You do have a lot of teams that end up making the playoffs, but a look at the bracket, at least for the last couple of rounds, as you take a look here. Fallen Rangers, just continuing to steamroll their opposition. Whereas, on the other side for Salaseurue, they've had a little bit more competition, of course, playing some higher seeds as well. But their semifinal series against the 7th seed Worn Out Wisemen did go to the full 5 games. So a bit of a close call for them there.
Yeah, absolutely, to the brink. And, but you got to kind of maybe figure they may be a bit more sort of used to those tighter series. And you have to kind of expect this to be an almost tighter series because, again, it's the 1 and 2 seed. They're both here for a reason. Incredibly similar records throughout the regular season, just the one kind of overtime loss separating the two when it came to how their records panned out, how the point structure sort of panned out as well. I'm expecting a 4 or 5 games out of this. I'd be quite surprised if we didn't have that, despite the fact of Fallen Rangers looking that dominant throughout the course of this. If Salaseurue is able to kind of put some of that doubt into the Fallen Rangers, you got to think that maybe they have a bit more experience in that, at least throughout the course of this playoffs and playing in those tighter series.
Well, with that, let's take a look here at the team stats first before we go to the lineups, just to show you what these two teams have looked like here in the postseason so far. And obviously, if you start on the Salaseurue side of things, Sin, it's an impressive total, right? Through 17 games played, a very positive goal differential. But then you get to the other side with Fallen Rangers, and just in 12 games, 87 goals in the playoffs, 37% on the power play. I said they had been steamrolling the opposition, and yeah, that has very much been the case.
Yeah, and it looks pretty dominant. I mean, on the flip side, it's, Salaseurue, they have to kind of get that power play going. That's going to be a really big key because Fallen Rangers, that's maybe one of their one kind of weak points. Their penalty kill hasn't been exceedingly strong, although their overall team defense, just giving up 32 goals throughout the course of these playoffs here in Neo. I mean, they are playing great team defense, but if they make some mistakes and get on that penalty kill, Salaseurue, they have to be able to make them pay for their mistakes.
Well, with that, let's take a look at the lineups for this one. As for the Salaseurue side of things, Nikisuke, Etsuka, and Mixu on the front three with Suomibo and Pune on defense, Teme between the pipes. And on the other side, Sepko, Kiso, and Zaki, the front three with Predator and Wolf on the other side. Couple of different options we'd have for her name, I suppose. We'll go with Wolf primarily. And Mild Olympic as well between the pipes. Now, Sin, as we get to this center comparison, it was made clear to me we're going to see a very familiar surname throughout this entire thing, because for the Fallen Rangers lineup, in a way, it's a bit of a family affair here. Kiso, the cousin of Sebco and Predator, who are brothers in this lineup. So, I mean, like I said, very much a family affair here. So maybe that explains some of the chemistry and the offense that they have been able to produce as we get a look at Kiso and Etsuka. And it's again, for Etsuka, very, very impressive numbers, right? 37 points in 17 games is nothing to scoff at. But Fallen Rangers, that offense is just going to be a consistent theme as we look throughout this lineup.
Yeah, I mean, 52 points in 12 games played. I'm not too sure if we've ever seen something as disgusting as that. But it's, again,
it gets crazier as we look throughout the lineup. Not to cut you off, it gets more ridiculous, trust me.
No, I know. I keep glancing over at the other numbers, but, you have to give Kiso his due right here, because that is ridiculous, particularly for Centerman, who, we always expect to kind of fill a more sort of defensive role as well. So, and then good face-offs on top of it. You're seeing exactly why the Fallen Rangers have performed like they have throughout these playoffs.
Let's take a look next at the winger comparison that we have here as well. And this is where it gets more ridiculous. For the Salaseurue side of things, Nikisuke and Mixu, again, very impressive numbers especially the former on the left wing side with a ridiculous 61 points in 17 games played. But on the other side, Sebco, Zaki, I mean, again, very, very impressive numbers for Zaki as well. Like, those are unbelievable numbers. And then you look at what Sebco's done so far. I've said it all season long. This team is too good for this division, regardless of whether or not they win this series. This is a team that I really do want to see in that next tier up. And then who knows how much sooner they could continue to climb the ranks.
Yeah, sorry, I just had to bust out the calculator. That's 6 points, a little bit over 6 points per game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit unheard of. But yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I'm a little bit speechless right now, not gonna lie. I mean, the work is cut out on the side of, Salaseurue. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. How are they gonna slow this offense down? You're gonna have to look and start with the defending.
And we'll throw it over to those defenders now. I mean, tough task on both side of things. That is for sure. Suomibo and Pune, the defensive combination against Predator. And again, whether or not we go with Jane, or we'll probably end up just going with Wolf throughout the duration of this series. But again, it's the point production, right? Across the board. But Sin, that's not a mistake on Predator's side of things. He has been playing defense, to my knowledge, all season long. From what I covered on the wraparound, he has just been that prolific of a point producer.
Yeah, and again, kind of ridiculous. The 40 assists throughout those 12 games. I mean, looking for him to make that first really good pass to spring up the offense on the transition, be very active in the offensive zone, jumping into plays, kind of quarterbacking the power play, I'm sure, as well. And yeah, again, it's tough to kind of see from just the numbers standpoint. It really looks like, they're just on a whole other level, despite the fact that these are, the 1 and 2 seeds. But yeah, it's the points aren't quite there on the side of the pairing between Suomibo and Pune right there. But again, if they can play that really strong kind of shutdown style and just be able to slow down the attack of the Fallen Rangers, they're obviously going to stand, quite a good chance.
Worth noting as well with Suomibo, someone who was acquired in the middle of the season, and someone as well who, as you can tell by the hit total, an incredibly physical defender as well. We'll see what happens throughout that particular matchup. And of course, last but not least, it is the battle of the goaltenders. Teme against Mild Olympic is our focus here. And well, for either goaltender, Sin, I mean, obviously you kind of strive to be at least that 80%. And obviously, as we start talking about, the top and the best of the best for goaltenders in this game, you're talking 85%, if not higher. I think for both of these two, they're going to be looking at trying to be the ones that can steal the series for either side. But man, there are some tough matchups, of course, in the offenses that they're going to be facing throughout this series.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And when you're looking at another thing, another point to bring up, when you're looking at some of these top teams, oftentimes they're just so good that they don't allow too many shots. So it is a bit harder sometimes for those goaltenders to put up some of the stronger numbers, because they're not just facing the sheer volume of shots that some of the other ones are. And oftentimes the ones that sneak through, you think about the odd mans, the kind of the one-timers that aren't quite picked up in times. It's sometimes those A-grade chances that are the ones to sneak through, because the opposing teams don't have the luxury of the allotted amount of time to set up, establish themselves in the neutral zones, get those secondary, tertiary opportunities. So oftentimes we can see that. But in those 2 games played, the couple of the shutouts, and the goals against average may be a bit higher than you'd expect for the top team. So I am kind of wondering, just how much of a high flying type of pace this series might have.
Well, we are going to find out here very shortly. We are waiting for the teams to get matched up and to get this series underway again in our Neo division, our entry level tier. 5 of 5 at the bottom. It is a best of 5 series across the board, and we will be covering this full series for you, regardless of how many games it goes. And Sin, you said it. Very much don't expect this to go, in the way of a sweep in just 3 games, but you never say never when it comes to the ECL playoffs. That has been our mantra throughout our time here with the ECL. And I have to say that because, of course, not just through the elite division, right? We've seen some crazy results in the playoffs here so far as well throughout some of these other tiers, 3-1 series leads proving to not be overly safe. I mean, you just never quite know what you're going to get in this particular series. And especially in a series where you're playing the full thing in one day,
Yeah.
you really have no time to make those extra adjustments. You just got to go for it.
Yeah, no time to really reset. You have to kind of reset on the fly. If you get off to a bad start, how's your mental capacity going to be? How quickly can you put a bad game behind you or a bad performance behind you? You know, an individual performance that's going to be very, very key in a matchup like this. So it's I really do enjoy kind of seeing things play out in their entirety, because it really kind of really tests everyone on every single front, whether it's your skill or the mental side of things, which, yeah, even though it is a video game, there's a big mental side to it. You know, you're a competitive person. If you're playing this in some capacity, in some kind of a league, you have that kind of competitive mindset. So you have to be able to, like I said, put some of those bad performances behind you if you do have one, and then just reset, get to the next game, and try to build from there.
A lot of builds there with pretty familiar ability. Shot to Sebco rocking silver ankle breaker and make it snappy. I think that's the first time I've seen that, but maybe indicates what type of play style you're going to see from someone who, of course, in 12 games has 73 points in the playoffs. And you saw the regular season total as well for Sebco, did you not?
Yeah. There's only so much I can mention, man. Like, it's insane. It's just absolutely insane.
It was 99 points in 13 games for the record, everybody. So again, two dynamic offenses going head to head. The top two seeds from our Neo division facing off in the final best of 5. And again, every single one of these games will be played right here today, as Zaki tried the quick wraparound attempt. It'll take us a minute to adjust here as well. A bit of a closer in camera than we are used to. That is all right. We will make do. There's Septo back to the point here. Now in control, tried to pass back across. Back into the attacking zone, not able to hold on to that puck. The Suomibo is able to recover. The line here, good poke check immediately there by Predator. A scramble for the puck that Sebco is able to come up with. A little bit of space here. Nice poke check, though. Talked about the physicality of Suomibo, but good stick work there.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a huge, huge poke right there to slow down a lot of momentum. That one-timer was going to open up, but, Suomibo stayed aggressive right there, forcing the issue and knocked the puck loose.
Circling back around to the forehand. Good patience. Tried to go across off the pads of Teme there. On the boards, a short side shot blocked by the traffic. Nice double hit there, and there is the physicality from Suomibo. Fallen Rangers not able to hold on to that puck. They'll be forced to reset.
Yeah, they're really dictating the pace of play right there. They're so quick on these loose pucks.
As Predator has it poked away, gets it back, the feed in front, bouncing puck. Teme is able to recover. Sends it all the way down. Nice outlet. As Nikisuki not able to get around Wolf. She shuts things down. The force across. Defense there to take it away. Zaki knocked down in the process. He's alone in front now. And a big save. Teme stuck with him. Did not panic. Did commit to the glove side, but not too far. Zaki for Predator. A nice block there. Miksu. Pushing pace. There's Predator cutting through. And that is what we were expecting to see in this series from him. All right, Sebco of the line in space, taken down. Delayed call and full pressure here for the Fallen Rangers. A short side shot is blocked. Back to the point. Wolf looking. That shot rejected all the way back in sin. It's a good thing the goalie stayed in. Could have been an interesting one. Sebco in front. Point blank chance. Kiso just not able to get that shot on. And the pressure from the Fallen Rangers generates them the first power play chance of this series.
And speaking of pressure, it's at fever pitch right now. That was just such a smart move by Sebco right there. He's taking on 3 defenders, and he starts doing that little shimmy, and it looks like they all start to fan out to the outside, assuming that he's going to take one of those lanes, but instead he just kind of jets up the middle, and it kind of catches the defense napping, and he's able to draw that call because of it. Just a really smart play.
Face off. Sebco not able to hold on to it cleanly, working with Zaki. Suomibo kick back. As Kone draws a call on the contacts, we're going to see a charging penalty, and that is the center Kiso heading to the box. Very short-lived man advantage for Fallen Rangers.
Yeah, no time to even set something up or get a shot on, so we'll get a chance to see some 4-on-4 action, something that we don't often see here in the ECL, but going to be a bit more space right now, and you got to think so far with how this game has trended that it should just kind of, give advantage to the Fallen Rangers, but they do have to win this face-off first.
High up. Control, able to hold on to it. Had to go low, picked off by Predator, now Sebco. A lot of space. Tried the short side shot. Wouldn't put that one home. Here's Predator stepping in. Tries to go across and just broken up by the defense again. Shot on, out of the way. Mild Olympics' first save of the series. We are back. 5-on-5. Tries to go down the boards, a little bit of space, force in front. Wolf is there yet again. As Zaki steps in, tries to put one on net. Another bouncing puck. Feed down the wall is intercepted, and just like that, 1 minute to go here in the opening frame. Nice job by Predator shutting things down yet again. Just mistimed. Trying to get that zone entry.
Yeah, and right now, Fallen Rangers, again, just completely in control of the pace of play. Even when someone from Salaseurue has kind of a little bit of space, we just saw an excellent one-on-one poke coming out from Predator on that last sequence, and they just haven't really been able to get themselves established. When they have, we get one more shot right there. Just wanted to hold my breath, see if they were able to get a nice one-timer off. But when they have established it, it seems like immediately they're kind of looking to get it down low and then get a pass across. But as of right now, Wolf and Predator have done a great job of taking that away, playing it very smart, sort of facing the play when they need to, but then backing up, getting as close as they can to the recipient. And that gives you the best chance to intercept that puck as a defender in that sort of situation. And, you're going to have to look for different things. If you're Salaseurue, you have to kind of maybe start throwing some pucks on, get it back to the point, start trying to spread out the defense. And then those types of plays are going to open up a little bit more, but I mean, the numbers sort of speak for themselves, minus the shots. Fallen Rangers did fall into the same sort of trap that Salaseurue did, and they were forcing a lot of those passes, but with the 5 minutes of time on attack, you maybe expect a few more shots and maybe doing themselves a bit of disservice by not putting that puck on the net more. This is, again, the 2 seed, the highest level that you're going to come across between these two teams in the Neo, so you got to expect that they're going to know how to defend against a lot of those cross creases as well. So same sort of thing. We want to make the most of that time on attack. Got to try to spread things out, take some shots from the point, a few more shots from distance. Try to, they've done a great job of loose puck recovery. I'd like to see them try to crash the net for some rebounds.
Second period is underway. As always, the action brought to you by our friends at Kovalan Lakritsi. It is game number 1 of our Neo Division Final. Again, a best of 5. We'll be covering the entire series here on this broadcast. Of course, throughout the last week or so, we have covered every single final, exception of this one, and of course, the Elite Division Final coming up on the 20th of February. That is a Thursday, a live LAN event at Assembly in Helsinki. Is a shot on there. Where's Salaseurue? And that's the big thing for them, right? Is trying to get that zone time, get a few more shots off, and they're off to a decent start this period.
Yeah, and that was a nice little net drive right there by Nikizuki as well.
Oh my goodness, just steps in and picks the top corner. And all that optimism we just talked about is out the window as Fallen Rangers strike first.
Beautiful job right there on the rush, kind of baits out a little bit of a bad poke, And that just completely saps the skating ability of the defender right there. He has all kinds of space, gets in a little bit of L skate to puck protect. Not sure if he necessarily needed it, but might have actually changed the angle on his shot as well. He's able to just kind of pick it short side right there, and Fallen Rangers going up 1-0 here in the second.
Take that, 41 goals in 13 playoff games for Sebco. Absolutely ridiculous. Doesn't there, the centerman and Kisa. Sebco down low again, up to Wolf. She steps in to take the shot. Locked down. Sebco again trying that short side. Been looking for it quite a few times already in this game. As Zaki continues to circle, the force cross doesn't go. Over the line here. Salaseurue, a big hip check. Up to Sebco. One-on-one with Suomibo. Sebco, the drive capped out as Teme was able to stick with it. But the creativity sit on full display. Great job by Suomibo, though, to stick with them and not completely lose them.
Yeah, I think we got to start the debate. Sidney Crosby versus Sidney Kiska here. Just absolutely unreal job right there in a one-on-one situation to not only realize the amount of time that he had to work with, but then utilize it while still trying to get themselves into a scoring position.
So able to pick that one off. Tried to go across for Zaki. Be able to slow this one down a little bit. Nearly picked off. It's just everywhere. Living up so far to the expectation that you imagine you'll be seeing in terms of a style of play based on the stat line. Sends it up the boards. Numbers. Here's Predators stepping in. Goes across. Brother to brother. Post to post. Fallen Rangers up 2-0. Sebco's second of the period.
Just beautiful job making the most of the counterattack right there. And initially I was thinking maybe a bit of unlucky that the defender looked like in good position to pick that off, but you see that it's using the defensive skill stick, and you got to realize you have to release that when you believe that pass is going to come to give yourself a chance to pick that off. But it's tough back there. You're on an island. Looked like a bit of a 3-on-1 happening right there. And just kind of make a choice of how to defend it, and Fallen Rangers just picking apart Salaseurue right now.
We have seen quite a few strong players, strong teams. Oh, and a chance here. Nice recovery. Take it away. Good hit there on Nikisuke. I was going to mention a pass in front, and Salaseurue have a goal out of nowhere. It does count as an own goal, hence the replay, Skip. But just like that, they're back in the game. Sometimes that's what you need.
Absolutely. Etska just kind of sent it in front right there, hoping for someone to get a stick on it. Someone did get a stick on it. It was the defender getting the pick off, but obviously the momentum carrying them into the goaltender and ending up in an own goal right there.
Oh no. Sebco in. Can Suomibo catch him off the post and kept out? Made up for the mistake, but that is not a mistake you can afford to make.
Absolutely not, but it's just a pack of wolves. It feels like the Fallen Angels just looking to jump on any kind of puck, any weakness that they sense.
Stepping in again, the one-timer. They score. Been a little bit more powerful than the one-timers you've been getting lately. 103 on the gun, and Zaki gets that 2-goal lead right back.
Yeah, absolutely insane right there. Beautiful bit of kind of the tomahawk skating right there from Sebco to open up the space, open up the angle to be able to slide that one across. And yeah, Zaki just, I mean, not going to make too much mistake from there all the time in the world. Really hard as a goaltender to be able to adjust to that. The pass came so quickly, and Teme did the best he could, but at the end of the day, 3-1 Fallen Rangers.
Zaki's 26th goal in 13 playoff games. Absolutely ridiculous. And Predator takes a big hit there from Suomibo. I was trying to mention before we ended up with 2 quick goals, just the step up that we have seen from players whether it be out of Slovakia or Czechia, it is a combination of the two. For this Fallen Rangers lineup, as another shot on, that one stopped. And we have some other teams throughout these tiers representing those two nations, and Fallen Rangers taking that big step up as well. And they're going right back to the power play. Miksu heading to the box. Finnish contingent here in a little bit of trouble, so this is a big-time penalty kill for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you have to kill this off. You cannot get into a deeper hole than you kind of already are. I mean, this has just been a dominating performance by the Fallen Rangers. Every single facet, offensive zone, neutral zone, defensive zone, they're just completely dictating the pace of play. It almost feels like they're forcing Salaseurue to play into their hands, and that's what the good teams do at any level that you play. The best teams are always kind of being able to sort of play their game.
This one chipped back to the neutral zone. Back in for Predator. Nation's one-timer deflected just wide. 20 seconds left here in this period. 3 goals combined and a pass off the mark. Did the best you could to try to keep that one in, but is offside with 10 seconds.
Yeah, so I mean, they do get, the real time at the end, but it would be hard to kind of set up the one shot, but we've seen them make a lot more out of seemingly nothing before.
Seconds, goes, ends it across, that one off the outside of the post. Short side is denied. And that will do it for the second period. We saw 3 combined goals in that one. 3-1 is the scoreline in favor of the Fallen Rangers, heading into the third period here in game number 1.
Yeah, and it's at this point it's their game to lose. They haven't really shown too much weakness besides that kind of one sort of near breakaway, but then again, Wolf was able to recover and sort of break that up as well. It's just they've been playing such a strong game in every location of the ice right there. Yeah, 103 miles per hour. I don't know if I might not get over 80 too much despite the silver 1T, but that was gold 1T. But yeah, just it's really has been a pleasure to watch. And again, the numbers speak for themselves. They've just completely been able to dictate the pace of play. They got a lot more shots in that period, which I definitely felt like they needed to do. So again, another positive, they're making an adjustment mid-game to what they feel like they need to do to get a bit more offense going. And yeah, for Salaseurue, they just have not been able to establish themselves in the offensive zone. Their one goal kind of coming from just throwing it on towards the net. And yeah, good things can happen, but you need more opportunities, more chances in the offensive zone to allow those things to happen a little bit more. And Fallen Rangers simply have not been giving them any openings here. So they get a little bit of carryover power play time to work with. Will they be able to expand upon this lead?
There we go. Third period. Game number 1. Stepco. Carries in to begin that power play. Puck towards goal is found. Now Nicky Suka tries to find a little bit of space, couldn't do so, dumps it in. That pass off the skates will pretty much bring us back to 5-on-5. We'll try the quick out a little bit this time. Not a terrible idea, though. Zaki up to Kiso. Good hesitation play. Predator at the point. A deflection attempt is blocked down. Stick left there. Just worth mentioning, as always, the only banned ability that we have throughout the ECL for this season is gold and silver big tipper. Everything else good to go. We still see our fair amount of deflection goals, even with that ability banned. This is a short side shot. Olympic makes the save. Hasn't been called upon too much in this game. Nice break up there by Kiso.
All right. I was just going to say, Salaseurue is starting to get a little bit of momentum. I like that offensive zone shift right there, trying to send that puck, back out front to the man standing in the slot. They weren't able to connect on it, but that was really the first kind of extended cycle that they've had throughout the course of this game. They weren't able to capitalize, but positive sign moving forward. It's just time's against them.
Zaki stripped to the puck, gets it back, shot on, is stopped. Saved there by Teme. Good pick off by Zaki. Sebco for Kiso in front. Continuing to force pucks into that dangerous area. The pressure on the defense. The space now, the pass across, just off the mark. Not on 4. Shot blocked down. That's the ball for Zaki here. Has to turn around. Too much pressure, but we're already halfway through this third period. This game's been flying by. Flying. Nick is sent to the ice. Big hit there from Predator. Control the puck. Good movement to get it to the other side. Back in the cutback. Iso down low and across. Zebko couldn't get it cleanly. That's got a lone goal scorer. Salaseurue side still has it. No way. One more time over the line. Zebko going to work and he gets past the defense. The player playing sim with the utmost of confidence.
Yeah, absolutely, and well-deserved as well, considering the performance.
As Zaki back down low for Zebko. The force in front, they score! Well, then they say the puck doesn't lie. We've had a goal for each side in similar fashion. It's 4-1 and a hat trick for Zebko.
Yep, you got to be good to be lucky to be good and good to be lucky right there. And see a little bit now on the side of Zebko, and that's the hat trick goal. And this one's probably going to be out of reach now for Salaseurue. But I really like their third period. They started forechecking a lot more, and I think, you know, for a lot of this game, it almost seemed like they're giving a bit too much respect to Fallen Rangers, to their opponents, you know, backing off a little bit, letting them kind of go to work. And when they started forechecking here a bit more, that's when we saw them start to get a little bit of sustained pressure. So a lesson for them to take, I think, into game number 2 is to forecheck more, try to, you know, force the issue as well. If you let, you know, if you kind of sit back, let the Fallen Rangers kind of go to work. And, well, we saw what the result of that was.
Scramble for the puck, a shot, and they score. Miksu was the lucky recipient of the pickup in that scramble. That's the other way, get one right back. Game's not over yet.
Absolutely not. Again,
that poke check not working, that's rough.
Yeah, but again, kind of forcing the issue right there. It was a loose puck, but no one backs off. They all kind of dig for it right there, and that's what you have to do, just kind of keep the pressure on. So, yeah, 2 goals, 5.5 minutes. I mean, definitely doable here.
Interesting turn of events. 4-1. It looked like that might have been it. We still have 5 minutes to go. Lead down to 2. As Suwamibo, good outlet pass up the wall. Suki stick lifted, holds on to it. Nice hip check there and assistance. Good outlet pass. Aki over to Zebko. Tries the backhand. Good stop. By Teme. Salaseurue now with 3 minutes. Try to find 2 more goals here. Pass back to the point. And he was able to hold on to it. Job by Predator to knock that loose. Now it's Zaki down the other way. Wait for a little bit of assistance. Throws one on. Loose puck. They score on the rebound. Iso joins in on the fun. All 3 forwards involved in the offense. Fallen Rangers likely sealing this game.
Yeah, I mean, again, they've scored in such a variety of ways here, and that's just a really nice play. The shot on net, and you see Kiso right there just continuing to fight for it. I'm not too sure what happened with his animation there at the end. I saw it just a skate in the air, but yeah, a rebound, but just continued to fight for it. Found the loose puck and put it by Teme right there, and yeah, that should just about do it. A little more insurance here for the Fallen Rangers. 3-goal lead, 1:25 left. Really hard to see them surrendering 3 in the amount of time left.
5-2 in favor of the Fallen Rangers. Considering not able to get that shot off, and Predator stationary sends Iso down the other way. Wiped out by the hit. Red is still stationary. Nope, moving now. A shot on is denied.
I'm wondering if they're dealing with perhaps a black screen, or
Could
and then they're
very
just
well
gonna
be the case, and just dealing with it because what's the point of restarting?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm a little curious because that doesn't quite seem like a lag spike. I'm not seeing them running the walls. We are going to see a pause as they try to get something, which is obviously going on with Predator, sorted out. But yeah, I'm assuming it's the black screen glitch hitting Predator, and with the 3-goal lead in the amount of time left, I'm assuming they're just going to try to play it out shorthanded.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Right. I can't imagine there's too much of a fight to be like, nah, we need to restart for the final 45 seconds of a game. I think they're probably fine, or at least as fine as they can be, dealing with it. That's a fair assessment. I feel like we're seeing still no movement from them, so
Looked like a hook right there. But
in fairness, you never know. The communication with Jane there or anybody else, try to direct them, just be like, hey, get in front of the goal, try to block shots, or just get out of the way.
Yeah.
There's the pass broken up. Predator just chips it out. It almost worked, too. 3 seconds to go, and that will do it. The Fallen Rangers take the victory in game number 1 here in this best-of-5 final.
Pretty dominant performance on the side of the Fallen Rangers. We can see now why they've been perfect throughout the playoffs so far. They were near perfect in that game. Couple minor mistakes here and there, but Salaseurue were just not able to capitalize on enough. And I'm going to kind of reiterate the point I made in that third period. When they started forecheck, when they started applying a bit more pressure, that's when they started to get a whole lot more offense. So I'm hoping that they kind of remember that, take that into game 2, because they don't want to sit back. The Fallen Rangers are too good. We've seen them break down the trap. We've seen them break through a collapse. We've seen one player in Sebco skate through 3 defenders and make something happen, get a goal off of it as well. So you have to kind of take that, if you're on the side of Salaseurue and think, okay, we gotta force the issue a little more. We got to figure out a way to play the game that we want, because that was just a clinic of Fallen Rangers playing the game that they would like to play it. And at that time, Salaseurue letting them kind of get away with it and not applying the amount of pressure that they needed to, maybe giving their opponent a bit too much respect. So it is only one game. And again, we talked about it. We're playing the entirety of the series here today. We want to see how they're going to respond to that sort of a game here. Did they learn the lesson that they needed to in that third period to be able to apply it into the second game, try to find a way to pick up a win?
And game number 1 to the Fallen Rangers here in this series. The hat trick for Sebco, 5 points in total involved in every single goal, certainly living up to the hype. But yeah, you see there, I mean, more than double the shots, double the time on attack. You know, again, just one of those situations where you kind of know that you're going to be facing an offensive force heading into a series. You can prepare as much as you want to, but it's an entirely different scenario once you are in these games. And of course, and it's funny because oftentimes in these virtual situations we talk about home ice advantage, right? But there could be an element of that, certainly, depending on the servers that are involved as well. But regardless, for the Fallen Rangers in game 1, home ice was certainly beneficial to them. And that's about as good of a start to a series as you could have hoped for. It could have been, I'm sure, a little bit better, they can say in certain aspects, but any team would take a 5-2 win in the first game of the series.
Oh, absolutely. It's a win's a win at this stage in the playoffs. You don't want to really let, your personal stats or picking up the amount of points that you want to kind of take into effect. You got a job to do. Your job is to win this series and win the championship. So, and they're off to a great start. Again, that was pretty much domination for about 50 minutes of that game until there's like a solid 10-minute stretch where I really liked what Salaseurue were doing, but kind of weren't able to, turn that into enough goals to really keep it close.
Well, with that, game 1 is in the books. Again, we will be covering this whole series until its conclusion. Game 2 is coming up in just a few moments, so stick with us and we'll be right back as the action continues.
Minkä päällä lakukastike maistuu parhaalta? Ei voi tietää, ellei kokeile. Kouvolan lakritsi.
Pressure here for the Fallen Rangers. Short side shot is blocked. Back cleanly, working with Zach East, who only both. Back. They draws the ball on the contact. And the
been able to get themselves established when they have. We get one more shot right there. Just wanted to hold my breath, see if they were able to get a nice one-time.
And of course, the Elite Division final coming up on the 20th of February. That is a Thursday. A lot.
By Nikki Zuki as well.
Oh my goodness, just steps in. Down, Sepko again trying that short side. Looking for it quite a few times already in this game. Zaki to camp check. Up to Sepko, one-on-one with Suomi Bo. Sepko, the drive, tapped out. Sends it up towards numbers. Here's Predator stepping in. Goes across, brother to brother. Take it away, good hit there on Nikitsuke. I was going to mention a pass in front, and Salaseurue have a goal. Out of...
On any kind of puck, any weakness that they sense.
Stepping in again, the one-timer. They score, and Zaki gets that 2-goal lead right back.
Yeah, absolutely insane right there. The one shot that we've seen them make a lot more out of seemingly nothing before.
Zaki sends it across. Zaki back down. The force in front, they score.
Well, we saw what the result of that was.
For the puck, a shot, and they score. Now it's Zaki down the other way. Maybe a little bit of assistance, throws one on. Loose puck, they score on the rebound. And that will do it. The Fallen Rangers take the victory in game number 1.
minkä päällä lakukastike maistuu parhaalta? Ei voi tietää, ellei kokeile. Kouvolan lakritsi.
Everybody, we are back. The action just about ready to continue. This series about ready to continue as it's game number 2. Fallen Rangers up 1-0 in this best of 5 on Salaseurue, and we will see Sin what happens in this one. Home side needing a strong bounce back here.
And well, they're going to get a chance here on the power play. Again, they haven't had too strong of a power play throughout the course of these playoffs right now, but if there's ever a time to start getting it going, it is right now. They need a good start here. They can't afford to fall behind to the Fallen Rangers.
So let's go the way off to the power play. This is a great opportunity to get some of that momentum back after dropping game number 1. It's the first period of game number 1. Sim, what was it, 5 minutes of time on attack, 36 seconds, I think?
Yeah.
Puck is quickly dumped out here for Fallen Rangers. Suomi up ahead. Now the one-timer from the point. A little bit of trouble there. Olympic able to make the save.
That shot came off so quick. I'm not too sure if it hit any part of Predator on the way to the net, if it went straight on to the goaltender there, but either way, it's solid save.
Face off. Clean win. Gets you back to the point. Suomi and down low. Patience here. Picked off. And can't keep it full clear out there, but goes back to the neutral zone. Pass picked off, and now Kiso is able to send it all the way down. Just 20 seconds left on the power play. Changes the possession. The force in front broken up. We are back 5-on-5. That was just missed time, though, and goes for icing.
Yeah, I like the idea, though, kind of going with that Omaha play all the way down with Zaki coming out of the box right there. But yeah, you said it just mistimed a little bit.
Off the draw. Don't control the short side. Stop. Back down the boards. Who sends it around. Full pressure, but a big hip check. Wolf wiped him out. Nice poke check though by Suomi to get it back. Of course, the Rangers are still dealing with the pressure. Here's Mikasuki stepping in. Extra help. Good chance there. The pass back in front, loose puck, still kept out. One more chance, the net was open, and they couldn't get the shot off.
What a good start for Salaseurue right here. Just really, I like it. They are kind of taking that same mentality they had in the third period of forechecking.
And a backhand goal. They find the breakthrough early. Mikasuki strikes first after a scramble just moments before.
And that's why you want that close support when the puck is on the boards right there. If that's knocked loose, or if you can get a quick pass away with the pressure from the defenseman, you can open up a lot of space, and that's exactly what happened right there as Etska sent that across to Mikezuke, and he just buried it.
Salaseurue strike first here in game number 2. Mikasuki had 34 goals in 17 playoff games, leading scorer for his team. A huge step-up hit there. And wipes out the competition, but a big miscommunication. Not able to take advantage of it as they're forced to reset in the neutral zone. Just trying to carry in 4 players there for Fallen Rangers all over him. As Sepko work his way through. Back to Predator at the point. Deflection bid goes behind the goal line. Backy shot scores! Just a quick wrister, a quick release, and we are tied on a shot out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, that one just wrist it off, but it's all about chasing down those loose pucks. We saw it so much in game number 1. Fallen Rangers doing such a good job of that. And right there, it's the forechecking pressure. Even after Salaseurue get the puck, they just follow it up. Can't quite get the pick up there. It's in their possession, but look at that close support right there. In the lane, one man pressuring, forces the turnovers. That takes the shots, and it's all tied up here.
Just like that, 1-1. Just over halfway through the first period. Game number 2, and hopefully we don't have another glitch there. We have a player not moving, and that is my presumption, is that we're going to have to see a bit of a restart here. It's failures to get the puck into the bench, but there it is. And you know what we'll probably have to do, and we'll pass word down to the team, whether or not it's our producer here or Kenu or whoever it needs to be. Tell them to flip replay skipping to available. Let's just skip through those replays. That worked earlier last week in terms of preventing the black screen glitch of just don't even bother with the replays. It's not worth it if we're going to have to restart, but that is exactly what is going to happen here. Of course, a frustrating glitch that's affected quite a few broadcasts throughout the season, but that is what it is. So it will be a 1-1 scoreline. We will continue here shortly once the teams get reestablished and ready to go, and we'll bring the action to you as soon as we're ready to go. So again, 1-1 in game number 2, and we'll be back with the continuation of this game as soon as we can.
Minkä päällä lakukastike maistuu parhaalta? Ei voi tietää, ellei kokeile. Kouvolan lakritsi.
We are back, and as you can see, we're pretty much right back to where we were once the disconnect happened. 1-1 is the scoreline here in game number 2. And Sim, we'll see if that restart, well, hey, very similar to how the game kicked off the first time, as we have an early penalty here, I believe, for slashing. That's the other way, going to the power play here. I'm going to say, has the restart, or would the restart benefit one side over the other? Well, again, power play time here now. And the Finnish contingent yet again. They weren't able to do much on their first attempt. Patience here from Etska, goes around. Swonibo, the one-timer, good block. A chance right in front. No space given up. Able to make the save. Down low. Back to the point. They tried to find space. It's broken up. Zebko up ahead for Kiso, trying to work his way through. Still has the puck. Short side shot is stopped. All right, Teme, we are back to 5-on-5. Down low. Reverse it. Patience here. Scramble for the puck. Poke check there. Wolf able to take it away. Head for Zaki, a shot out of the side. Kiso tries the short side. Loose puck, and for a second it looks like it was cracking beyond the goal line.
Yeah, I'm actually not too sure. That may have been a pass trying to feed that across to Zaki right there. He couldn't quite tell from the animation, but either way, nice little pushback from Fallen Rangers, but Salaseurue have done a really good job in this one so far, being able to establish themselves in the offensive zone. Well, right there, they do go offside, a little bit of a miscommunication with the centerman cutting into the middle, maybe expecting that pass was going to go to him, so they'll reset now in the neutral.
Happens, of course, heading into the series, these two centermen. Similar numbers. Distance one-timer, they score! Etska finds the back of the net yet again. Sin, they nearly got Mild Olympic on that once in game 1. They go back to the well, and it works out here in game 2.
And a perfectly placed shot right there in the top corner. You can see how quick it bounced out of the net. Man, it might have been something else bouncing out in that replay. It looks like it just got sat there. Not too sure what my eye saw. Either way, just perfect into the top shelf right there. The high zone one-timer. Exactly what I love to see on those rush plays when you can have that little bit of the time and space right there. And Salaseurue taking the lead.
They can continue to build upon it. Is there puck towards goal after it was knocked loose, and forced to pounce on it. 2-1 lead now here in game number 2. Of course, then it's obviously weird for us. We're used to calling 7-game series. It's best of 5. I mean, a 2-0 series lead pushes a team to the brink, so it feels like a must-win game here in game 2 already. Oh, what a save! On a big stretch effort by Teme, denying Zaki on the one-timer. Loose puck. Une shot towards goal, another save. Mild Olympic. Numbers here now, though, for Fallen Rangers. Quick movement to Sepko. Sepko off the posts. How close can you get if you're Fallen Rangers here in the final few moments of the period? Predator carries in. First in front, defense is there to take it away. Une holds on and will kill the rest of the time. A 2-1 lead. Salaseurue carrying the run of play in this one, but some close calls at the end of the period, to say the least.
Oh yeah, I mean, that save from Teme was just monstrous, and then another close call in there with Zebko just going off the bar. It looked like he may have even two-posted it right there as it kind of bounced out the other side. Bit of a fortunate break right there on the side of Salaseurue, but they have done a much better job in this game of getting their offense established, and see it right there on that rush. Beautiful play, but even aside from that, their offensive zone play has been great. They are forechecking more. They're trying to force the issue a bit more. They're finding some turnovers. They're getting some good zone time because of it as well. And that's really benefiting them here in this game number 2. And obviously those
numbers there, yeah.
They're not going to be too accurate with the reset.
No, exactly the point I was going to make. Although, hey, in terms of the TOA, right? I mean, it was, kind of that one-sided in game number 1. But yeah, the numbers for the rest of the way are going to be a little bit askew, we shall say. So we won't put too much stock into it. But we get ready here for the second period. As always, the action brought to you by our friends at Kovalon Lacrity. It is game number 2. Our best of 5 final in our Neo division, our entry-level tier. Fallen Rangers take on Salaseurue as a 2-1 lead for the latter here in this one. Against some very close calls. Goaltender needing to make some big stops and got bailed out by a post as well. But they're off to a good start here. One-timer is rejected. Good job by Zaki to be able to get a stick on that. Puts up space down the other way. Kiso can't hold on to it either. Over the line. Iksu back to Pune at the point. Forehand, the shot blocked down. Now Sebco down the other way. Too much with it. Salaseurue trying to get going, and the neutral zone back and forth going on here.
Yeah, a lot of quick changes of possession right here.
Iso can't get past Suomibo. Step up hit there by Wolf. Sets up Zaki. Wanted the deflection. Defense read it well. Sebco. Back to Wolf at the point. The break up there. Now down the other way. This poke check. Knock that one loose. Collisions there, and some offside.
Yeah, it's been very much kind of a neutral zone focus here as this period has kind of gone on. Lots of kind of quick changes in possession, excellent poke checks. The line, while maybe it is gained at times, it's been very hard to hold it for both of these teams.
The line here for Predator, tried to find Kiso in front. Pass. Over the line, draws the call. I think we're going to be heading to the box unless Salaseurue find a goal here. And indeed, it will be another power play as the Fallen Rangers continuing to have disciplinary issues here in game 2.
Yeah, it's not exactly what they want to see. Again, the power play hasn't been great for Salaseurue throughout the course of the playoffs right here, but the more you kind of give your opponent to capitalize on some of these mistakes, the more danger you put yourself in. You're already down by a goal, so you don't want to be going to the box. You want to be trying to press the issue, get this game tied up.
Goes all the way back. Suomibo in control. This one sent all the way around back to Suomibo. The quick pass, block. Pune a little bit of trouble. Puck is cleared, but to be honest, that might have been the best outcome. There could have been an odd man rush down the other way, shorthand.
Yeah, absolutely.
That one adds a Nord Olympic. Patience here. Can they find the play that they're looking for? The answer is no. Kiso is able to clear. It looks like another successful penalty kill for Fallen Rangers. Sepko in control. Tries the short side and scores. Ever so dangerous. That one sneaks through. And another successful kill leads to a tying goal for Fallen Rangers.
Yeah, and that's just those momentum swings that you kind of think back, to game to game, even throughout the course of a series, right there. And that's why it's so important to try to make your opponents pay for those mistakes. Because yeah, when you fail to capitalize on the power play and then immediately get scored on right there, that can take a lot of the wind out of the sails.
As a shot deflects, and Olympic has to make a quick adjustment to cover that one.
Yeah, kind of a dangerous bounce right there, but World Olympic has done a good job, really being pretty calm in the creep. I haven't seen him really sliding around too much or anything, holding the short side a lot, especially when he needs to. We've seen Salaseurue kind of test him on that a few times, and every time he's been right there. But another strong poke at the blue line, and Fallen Rangers having a much harder time in this game gaining the blue line than they were in game number 1.
4:53 remaining in the period. Over the line. One-timer blocked down by Sepko in front. Short side attempt, another good save. This one goes all the way down. Or ice, I should say.
So
high. Go ahead, here.
No, I was just gonna say, for Salaseurue, it seems like every time they feel like they have a little bit of breathing room, a little bit of an advantage here, it's Fallen Rangers are just able to find some way to kind of take it away and get that game tied up. They've done it twice in this one.
A clean win for Kiso. As Zaki over the line avoids a big hit from Suomibo. The shot, nice block. Pune has this one rocketed down and facing down the other way now.
Yeah, I like that decision, though, from Zaki, trying to use Sebco over there as bait. They had a bit of a 2-on-1, and while oftentimes you can get the pass through in that situation, if it's played well, it can lead directly to a turnover, but goalie makes the right call, trusting the defenseman to cover that pass, just holding the short side, so the bait didn't quite work, and this game remains tied.
30 seconds left here in the period. Over the line has Zaki. A shot, and they score as it's blocked down. Kiso's the one to find it, and the Fallen Rangers grab their first lead of the game with just 3 seconds to go in the second period.
Yep, and that's just right place, right time, and that's why positioning is so important. Kiso there right in front, right there, looking for the deflection, then a possible rebound. It's blocked in front and directly to his stick. He just kind of spins around, gets on the forehand, is able to beat Teme, and Fallen Rangers taking the lead into the third period.
A crazy turn of events here in this particular game.
I've really liked the kind of response game that we've seen from Fallen Rangers. We saw them in game number 1 really kind of dominating the performance from start to finish. And this one, it hasn't been as clear-cut. It's a lot more back and forth, and several times Salaseurue who have had the lead. And they've really kind of dictated the pace of play on a lot of fronts at times, but it's the Fallen Rangers. They can score in so many different ways, and you're seeing why they've had the success that they had throughout the regular season and, throughout the playoffs right here. They have yet to drop a game, and now heading into the third period, they have taken the 3-2 lead, and that's a really tough position, obviously, for Salaseurue to be in because they've played that much better, yet it's still a grind. They're still trying to, find a way to beat this team, and they just... Fallen Rangers just will not go away.
We get ready here for the third period now. 3-2 lead for the Fallen Rangers. They have a 1-0 series lead in general and looking to double that up. They really have their work cut out for them here to battle back in this one. They have slowed down offensive pace, at least by a little bit. Shot towards goal, out of the reach of Teme, but just wide of the post. And I say that they've slowed things down, but Fallen Rangers, I mean, you have a couple of post hits, a big save, what a pass up to Kiso, and another gigantic save.
Wow, is Teme doing his part or what? He's really stood on his head here at times.
You know, the Neo Division final. Oh, nice wraparound attempt there. And really any of these playoff series, but especially the ones that we're able to broadcast from the lower tiers. This one towards goal. Out of the way. Oh my God, he came way out for it. He's stuck. And finally back. You know, I don't think he'll be doing that again, by the way. I think he'll just let it go towards net. But he almost got Pascal on that as well. There's a freeze here, but it can serve as a bit of a scouting effort as well. And I wonder how many Finnish teams start knocking around, you know, and giving some calls to Teme at this point, saying, hey, we like the game that you're playing in this series. We do have a pause here, hopefully just for a timeout.
Yeah, and I was just going to kind of bring that up as well. When we're seeing players kind of leapfrog around divisions, it's often the goaltenders that make the most kind of divisional jumps upwards. You know, we've seen some elite players that kind of, all right, they want to chill a bit. Maybe they'll go back and play a season or so in pro and things like that. But yeah, we've seen how many goalies, you know, being brought up from several tiers lower and then making a huge impact at either the pro or the elite division.
Off here, 6 minutes gone in the period. Suki the pass up ahead. That's able to hold on to it. Back to the forehand, shot towards goal, nice save. A counterattack here for Fallen Rangers. Sepko. Kicks back. Predator. Gonna weave away, and Sepko in front. Swombibo's there to break it up. Nikisuke looking for that little bit of space. The feed in front, just out of reach. Iksu was there on the doorstep. Suomibo. And Iksu back. Goretzka continuing to circle. Towards goal. Down low. Attack one more time here for the Fallen Rangers. Kiso to Zaki, goes across defense, gets a piece of it again at a crucial time. For Nikisuke tries to get the shot off. The player's there to take it away.
I like that decision though, just trying to rip the shot.
Semko, speaking of throwing a shot on, forcing a big glove save out of Teme. If it was not for this goaltending performance, this game might be out of hand.
Absolutely. I mean, Teme has really done a good job in this one. I mean, that's about, you know, 3 just A-grade chances that he's been able to rob.
Scramble for the puck. Over the line. Over the short side attempts. Miksu, who's had a couple of close calls in this period.
Yeah.
Face off here, 6:41 remaining. Step off the draw. Was able to find up ahead. Stepko looking, goes across. Second chance. That one still doesn't go. Let's go off the spin. The shot. Good save. Round out the corner. Nikisuke able to recover. Still alive. Good hit there though by Wolf to knock it loose. Kiso again with speed, has options. Predator back in front, and the Fallen Rangers have their insurance tally. It's 4-2 late in the third period.
Oh, and that's just a heartbreaker on the side of Salaseurue. They were just, man, just trying to survive. Their goaltender was making some huge saves. They're trying to find a way to repay him, and oh man, that's just that's a heartbreaker right there. Yeah, we're gonna see the timeout come out here and get another look at it through the manual replays, I guess we'll call here, since we're skipping the other ones to avoid any sort of technical issues, we'll say. And yeah, just has the inside track on the defender right there. Great handedness for that play as well. Just able to tuck that by. Not a whole lot Teme couldn't do on that one. And 4:09 left. It's a steep hill to climb here for Salaseurue.
Similar situation as last game. Final moments, and they need 2 quick goals. Sebco for Zaki. Go back in front. Iso. One-timer for Zaki. And that should do it. As the Fallen Rangers finding space and making the opposition pay for it. It's 5-2.
Yeah, and he just didn't get picked up over there. He was doing great work behind the net, you know, starting the kind of the offensive zone possession off, and then as he slid back out, he just wasn't picked up by anyone, all alone on an island over there on the 1T with that gold 1T, and that's just a mistake you cannot afford to make if you're Salaseurue. And they pay for it right there. There's another close call on. Who else but Sebco?
Levy can only take so many hits. Nicky's just skating right through, can't find the pass. Again, you can only face so many high-quality chances before it just the dam breaks and will start going in, and that has been the case for the Fallen Rangers yet again. I believe that's, what, 4 unanswered goals in this one?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Yeah, it was 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, yep, 4.
36 seconds left in this one. The Fallen Rangers going to be 1 win away. As Sebco with speed. No drag is poked away. As we've talked about, Sin, when you play a full series in one day, you don't have that adjustment time. Got to adjust on the fly. And now for Salaseurue, they're going to need 3 straight wins.
Yeah. Yeah, and hold that thought. Nice shot on right there, but Mild Olympic able to make that save. Yeah, I was just going to say, I mean, that's so tough. You had the lead twice in this one, and then, as you said, kind of the dam broke, and the Fallen Rangers just began to pour it on, and your goaltender made so many good saves. You got to feel a little bit, you know, as a teammate, you kind of let your goaltender down in a situation like this. You know, he was doing his part right there, and they just couldn't find a way to build upon a lead that they had.
Love save on a shot by Zaki at the buzzer. The Fallen Rangers take game number 2. They are 1 win away from being crowned our Neo Division champions, but the series is not done yet.
No, absolutely not. And we've seen teams win 3 straight. This is, you know, it's only a 5-game series, so winning 3 straight, easier than winning 4 straight. But, you know, for Salaseurue, it's tough. And the Fallen Rangers have displayed an ability to win in a variety of 2 different ways now. You know, they've dominated a game from start to finish. Won by, I think it was this exact same score as well, if I'm not wrong, 5-2 in that game number 1. And then in this one, they had to play from behind a couple different times, and then they found a way to kind of get it at the end, as we're seeing what exactly happened there on that one where the goalie came out.
I will not be hostile. It was a bouncing puck.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's tough. But, you know, if you're Salaseurue, still there is positives to take from that game. That, you know, the first, second period, they were really, really good. And they played the way that they needed to play. And they were forechecking, trying to force the issue right here. But the issue is that they just weren't able to kind of continue that through that. You know, Fallen Rangers were able to find different ways to get their offense going, and that's been the separator right here, is that Fallen Rangers have done I think a bit of a better job of adjusting overall, like, and quicker too. It took a long time in that game number 1 for Salaseurue to begin to forecheck. It almost took them getting to that desperation mode. Well, at this point, they started it off a bit better like that, and then I think at times they maybe took their foot off the gas when it became a neutral zone battle. Maybe they kind of felt this almost, I don't know, false sense of security. They kind of got lulled into, okay, this is how the game's going right now. And then you saw Fallen Rangers, they continued to push the issue and try to get back to the game that they wanted to play. And that's kind of, in my opinion, been the separator between these 2 games, 2 teams throughout these first 2 games.
Well, those first 2 games are in the books. Fallen Rangers winning them both. They are 1 win away from being crowned champions of our Neo Division. Salaseurue, it's at the point now. 1 game at a time is how you have to take it, but they have to win 3 in a row to win this best of 5. It all starts, hopefully for them, that comeback campaign in game number 3. We'll be back when the action is ready to begin, so stick with us.
Minkä päällä lakukastike maistuu parhaalta? Ei voi tietää, ellei kokeile. Kouvolan lakritsi.
This one, home side needing strong bounce back here.
And well, they're going to get a chance here on the power.
One-timer from the point, a little bit of trouble there. Stepping in, extra help, good chance there. The pass back in front, loose puck, still kept out.
I like it. They are kind of taking that same mentality they had in the third period of forechecking.
And up, and goal. They find the breakthrough early. Work his way through. Back runner at the point. Deflection hit. Goes line, goal line. Backy shot scores.
It's a forechecking pressure. Even after Salaseurue get the puck, they just follow it up. Can't quite get the pick up there. It's in their possession, but look at that. Whoop.
Distance one-timer, they score. A must-win game here in game two already. Oh, what a save! On a big stretch effort by Teme tonight. A shot towards goal, another save. No Olympic. Numbers here now, though, for Fallen Rangers. Quick movement to Sepko. Sepko off the post. Sepko in control. Tries the short side and scores.
Forward on right there. That can take a lot of the wind out of the sails.
They shot the flex and Olympic. Blocked down by Sepko. I don't think he'll be doing that again, by the way. I think he'll just let it go towards net. But he almost got possible period. Should be the pass up ahead. That's able to hold on to it. Back overhand, shot towards goal. Nice save. Goes back. Predator. Lead away and Sepko in front. Swami goes there and break it up. Back one more time here for Fallen Rangers. Zaki goes across the tries to get the shot off. Players there to take it away.
I like that decision though, just trying to rip the shot.
Sepko speaking of throwing it. Line up ahead. Cossack. So again, with speed has options. Predator back in front. And the Fallen Rangers have their Angelli. 4-2 late in the third period.
Oh, and that's just a heartbreaker on the side of us.
One-timer.
Minkä päällä lakukastike maistuu parhaalta? Ei voi tietää, ellei kokeile. Kouvolan lakritsi.
And we are back, everybody. And as you can see, the action is indeed just about ready to continue. It is game number 3 of our Neo Division final. As the Fallen Rangers and 1 win away, being crowned champions of this tier after a tremendous season and postseason. The number 1 seed. Salaseurue are pushovers. They were the number 2 seed heading into this matchup. As soon as we talked about, they really had their work cut out for them now.
Yeah, and wow. Predator just waltzing his way through the defense right there. They're all just kind of caught flat-footed, and it's not the kind of start that you want to see if you're Salaseurue. You got to kind of stay on your toes, get back to what had been working. you know, a couple times late in game 1 and then in earlier on in game 2 when you're really forcing the issue and forechecking, forcing those turnovers.
Pass into the middle, broken up. Sebco still in control. One timer, the step in. Get the shot on as Nikisuki finds his way through, hit the post. The flying poke check from Mild Olympic opened up the space. Black one timer is stopped. Honestly, what do we? I mean, Sim, we saw them score in game number 1, but they certainly would have liked to have scored there. Things off. With pressure, Wolf can't hold it. Let's go all the way back. Pressure. That was important as possession. Space. Sebco tries to walk through and saved by Teme. As a read on those short side attempts from Sebco at this point. Sebco again back in control with speed, dancing through to the backhand. Kiso hit the post. As Wolf circles. Sebco, another short side shot, bounces to the other side. Aki battling with Miksu. Predator, a little bit of trouble. Weaves out of it. Control cross, they score! The chemistry sin that the brothers possess. Unbelievable. Sebco finds the back of the net yet again in this series.
Yeah, and absolutely unreal. And something that I know I noticed, but I don't think I ever brought it up. I mean, Sebco actually using the left hand on the left wing side. We don't often see that, but yeah, I mean, that's, again, that goal maybe doesn't happen if he doesn't have that left hand. I mean, that opened up the angle as we are going to get the chance to see their power play go to work now as well, and things for Salaseurue going from bad to worse.
Heads to the box, the center. Could go from bad to worse. It's been a very hot start for the Fallen Rangers. Predator looking across for Zaki. Defense just got a piece of it. As Wolf over the Predator. Stepping in, back over to Sebco, just broken up. Really went right back to the well and found the back of the net. Trouble here, and puck finally cleared.
Yeah, lucked out right there. That was just a really, really soft clearing attempt right there. A sauce up the boards, had all kinds of time to either just shoot it out or slap it out, and that could have led to a ton of danger.
Having to make something happen here, short-handed. Wolf through the double team. She held on to it. Up ahead for Sebco. Final moments of the power play. Kiso to Zaki. Oh, hit the knob of the stick. Are back to 5-on-5. Trying to find a little bit of space. Tried the short side. Olympic, good save. Zaki back for Sebco. Wanted to take that one away. Break up here. Trinity, the shot from Miksu. He's handled the lead, still 1-0. Face off coming up here. Tie up towards goal. Full pressure here. Salaseurue not able to hold on to it. Sends Fallen Rangers down the other way. Zaki's attempts. Locked down. They maintain possession. Predator shot. Rebound. And another save. And the puck is covered. Unbelievable effort from Teme in this series.
Robbery right there. I can't believe that didn't go into the back of the net. I mean, perfectly orchestrated play by the Fallen Rangers right there. The low shot kicks out the rebound. Sebco in perfect position for it, but somehow Teme stretches out and makes the save.
Looked even better on the replay. The one-timer from Zaki. Good save. In a series full of good saves, that might be the best one. As Teme continues to keep his team in it. Oh man, here's space. So the shot, another save! What an effort from the Salaseurue netminder. 10 seconds left in the period. Wolf shot, loose puck, handled by the defense. And it will be a 1-0 lead for Fallen Rangers at the end of one. But what a tremendous effort and goal.
I mean, could be 2, 3, maybe even 4 goal lead. And the Salaseurue netminder, Teme, has just been on a show right there. We saw the hip checker catch a bit of air right there, go down themselves. But wow, I mean, I'm kind of at a loss for words right there. Fallen Rangers once again putting on an offensive clinic. But Teme has been up to the task more times than one of just trying to keep this game close for his team. But again, the numbers speak for themselves. It's very similar to how game 1 went. 4.5 minutes of time and attack to sub 1 minute. And the Fallen Rangers are just really showing why they're the #1 seed, why they've had the type of playoffs they've had so far. And if they are able to continue to build upon this lead, come away with the win, that'll be a perfect playoffs for them en route to a Neo Division championship. But again, a lot of hockey left to play, but Salaseurue, they need to find an answer, and they need to find it quickly. It has to start now, here in this second period. They've got to give their netminder Teme some help, because he has just been fantastic for them.
Second period underway as always. The action brought to you by our friends at Kovalan Lockritzy. It is game number 3 of our entry-level tier, the Neo Division Winter Finals. Fallen Rangers up 1-0 in this series, and 1 win away from being crowned champions. High-flying offense that they've displayed all season long. Very much in the mix here. Despite the fact they've scored 5 goals in the last 2 games each, they're being met with a great goaltending efforts as Kiso not able to cut past Suomibo. Mikusuki over for Etska. The shot on, paddled out to the half wall. Evko hit hard. Scramble for the puck. The Predators able to finally settle down. Finds Sevko again. Back across for Predator. Did not get it as cleanly as they wanted, but still another chance. Patience there from Wolf. Up the middle. Iso. Sevko scores! Thought it might be waved off, but they're calling it good. Fallen Rangers 2-0.
Beautiful little play. Sevko making such a smart skate right there, just jetting through the middle with speed. The pass gets him. He immediately goes to the backhand. The first one is initially saved, I believe, and then it either trickles in or is knocked in. And Fallen Rangers 2-0 now, continuing to just put this game in a stranglehold.
He's here, they score! This series is not over yet. Etska finds the back of the net one more time. Salaseurue get the goal back, and they needed it.
Absolutely needed it. Couldn't have come at a better time right there. Beautiful job to force the turnover on the forecheck right there, and then hit Etska skating across the front. Defenseman hustling to get back, but he's able to get that shot away on the forehand and beat Mild Olympic in 1-goal game.
Suomibo in control. Suzuki over the line, has a bit of space. Short side attempt. Miksu was denied. Go across for Zaki. Kiso for Semko. The hat trick. Fallen Rangers back up by 2. It's 3-1.
They're just so quick in the offensive zone of getting themselves set up right there. And again, beautiful little triangle. And right after they force the turnover as well, 2 options to pass for it. Goes for the one with no one around. And that's Sevko on the one-timer who buries it.
As a shot, they score! The floodgates have opened here in game number 3. As Miksu finds the back of the net and the lead's back to 1.
Goal after goal after goal right here. Nothing short of exciting. It's still just, about midway through this game. But yeah, here in the second period, really has opened up here now.
As Sepko in front. Kiso elected not to shoot immediately. That proved to be a mistake. Here's Suomibo trying to cut in. Well, now Zaki to the line. Wolf pinching in, sends it into the crease. And Teme is able to cover.
Yeah, a bit of a worst nightmare scenario here for both of these goaltenders with the quick sheer goals that we've kind of seen and just close calls, just lots of pucks going towards the net mouth.
There's a shot there. Is 9 minutes left in the period. Face off. High up off the draw that Nikisuke is able to recover. Ahead for Miksu between the legs. Ran out of room. Nearly got it back. For Miksu, they score! The floodgates are absolutely open at this point. Another big goal for Miksu and Sin. We are tied at 3 goals apiece. I didn't see this coming.
No, I mean, this is just really good responses from Salaseurue, just not going away right there. Again, forcing the turnover and then a quick pass in front. Great body position coming out from Miksu to be able to be in a position to not only receive that pass, but also get a clean shot away. That's just a huge response for Salaseurue. And now Fallen Rangers got to be a bit more careful, a bit more cognizant in their defensive end. That's the second turnover, which has led to a goal against.
Face off. Scramble for it. Turned over. Zaki wasn't able to hold on to it. Have to go here in the second period. A 3-all hockey game now. That's a shot. Top goaltender. Off balance. Again for Miksu. Couldn't get the shot off cleanly. Check there in the corner. Feed in front. So again, finding space. Nice stop by Mild Olympic. As the feed. The backhand hit the side of the cage for Sepko. Feed up the middle. Miksu trying to get through. Goes all the way back to the point. Salaseurue will hold on to possession. Reception there by Sepko. Tries to find Zaki with speed. He has to hold up. His shot on goal is stopped and flex up and out of play.
Man, what a high-flying second period this has been. So much back and forth, and both defenses kind of getting caught out at a variety of times. Lots of turnovers in the defensive end right here. Both these teams need to kind of clean that up and be able to take control.
Save there. Shot, they score! Sepko picks the corner! Fallen Rangers back up by 1.
He just finds ways to score. That's what the good goal scorers do. They just continuously find ways to score. And I mean, that's just a great shot. And, you know, obviously tough for Teme right there. Feels like he's in pretty good position, but yeah, a little bit of space. I believe this one goes actually under the arm right there. And Fallen Rangers have snatched that lead right back.
Zaki for Sepko. Crucial bit of stick contact. Iso shot. Zaki's shot kept out as well. Final 40 seconds of this high-flying period. Sepko, another shot is stopped, but a power play coming up for the Rangers.
Yeah, it's just been Salaseurue at times trying to kind of weather the storm right here. Full pressure with the man advantage, and that's a tough situation. Good face-off window. They gotta clear this out.
Pressure penalty called. It goes from bad to worse.
Yeah, it's gonna be their centerman. Etska headed to the box as well. So main face-off taker out, and yeah, wheels almost seem to be kind of falling off here for Salaseurue late in the second.
Broken up, final 4 seconds left, trying to survive the period. And they do, but they'll still have a minute and a half kill off.
Yeah, it's just such a tough situation to be in if you're Salaseurue. You're down by 1. You're now headed into the third period, and you have to get through a 5-on-3 and hopefully not surrender a goal as well. I mean, it's a tall task. But again, Fallen Rangers have continued to do this throughout the series. They find ways to find offense, and in doing so, they continue to push this team to the brink. And yeah, as we see on that one goal that Sebco scored, one of his many, I should say, the backhand was initially saved, and I think it was the skates of the defenseman that actually kind of kicked it in after all was said and done. So there's been, a bit of misfortune, but again, those are opportunities that Fallen Rangers continue to make for themselves. You get rewarded with bounces when you're continuously forcing the issue, getting pucks on, getting those scoring chances. That came from Sebco being in a one-on-one situation with the goaltender after a great skate and a great pass. You see it right there again from a farther back view. And, that's something that Salaseurue has not been able to kind of slow down, is Fallen Rangers are continuing to be able to get players in behind them, get them into positions where there are no defenders, and that's how they're scoring a lot of times. They are forcing at times, as we see pretty much every team do, but a lot of the times they're putting that puck into space, and they're being rewarded because of that.
The third period underway. Zacky's shot stopped.
Yeah.
And in front, he's able to hold and clear it out. Crucial clear at this time of the game.
Yeah, they were trying to be a little bit too cute with it at the beginning of the period, passing it back, trying to kill some more of that time, and then they weren't able to clear that puck out.
So quick shot is stopped. One-timer for Zaki. Not sure if it was saved or hit the side of the cage. But another close call. Full pressure as we're back to 5-on-5. So we're able to get that one out of trouble. Now into the attacking zone for Etska. Tries the short side. A little bit of trouble there. Second attempt to cover it. Ultimately, the puck is frozen.
And Mobile Olympic has not been beat on the short side, but I like that Salaseurue continuing to go back to it, because not only that, not only can it just go in a lot of times, as we saw a little bit earlier on the side of Fallen Rangers, but you're also looking for rebounds right there as a D2D one-timer turned aside by Mobile Olympic.
His biggest saves of this series. Suzuki with the puck. Salaseurue again, not guaranteed anything beyond this period now at this stage. Etska tries to drive, loose puck, defense able to recover. Wolf up for Sebco, big, just burst of speed there. Flat-footed. Bow for Nikizuki, a little bit of space to work with, but not much help. Tries to hold on to possession. And avoiding, good work here. Penalty drawn on Predator. Still in control of this puck. Good patience here. Extra attackers out. Etska's still avoiding pressure. And looking at options. Throws one on, save and covered. But this could perhaps be a season and series saving power play.
Yes, absolutely. This has to be the turning point. This is a must-score situation for Salaseurue. There's not much else to say besides that. We are actually going to see the timeout being taken, and that's looking like it's going to be on the side of Fallen Rangers, although not too sure with the the language barrier up there. Can't quite tell who paused it, but I believe they're going to be the ones taking this.
I mean, as good of a guess as I have.
Yeah.
We've done well over the years to touch up on a fair amount of Finnish and Swedish, but we still have some borders that we need to cross.
Yeah.
Here we go. A power play advantage. A chance there. Tried the short side. Thought for sure the one-timer across the way was about to happen to Zaki. Good patience. Can't get that puck all the way down, though. Let's go avoiding pressure. One-timer attempt picked off by Zaki and cleared. Sebco takes the hit. No penalty. Timing was essentially perfect. Suki for Suomibo. Good patience. One-timer stopped. As Zaki bumps it out. 20 seconds left on the man advantage. Big hit there by Zaki. Insult to injury as the puck goes off the fallen player. The fallen Rangers are back to even strength, 5-on-5. Good hip check there by Sebco. As fallen Rangers now, 1-on-1, Sebco. Spune, Predator, able to get that shot off. Circling around, moves it in front. Defense recovers. Nikisuki loses the puck. Let's try to reestablish the neutral zone in this breaking attempt. As Mixu sends it low. Walked into the bench for his troubles. Here's Sebco. They score! And that could be the goal that seals the deal. Predator makes it 5-3.
Yeah, and he's just not been hesitating to jump up into the play no matter what, and you see why right there. Great job of being able to find the space, but then the space creator of Sebco drawing 2 white jerseys over to him. Still someone on the other side to try and cover Predator, but again, I think we're seeing them getting caught with that defensive skill stick out, and that's why they don't really have a chance at picking off the pass right there. And the Fallen Rangers up by 2 with not much time remaining, 5.5.
As Sebco in control. Iso has options. Goes to Pred. Over 5 minutes left. So good patience here. Sebco tries to weave through. Kiso has it. Now back down low. Kiso all over the puck right now. Backhand thrown on. That one is safe. Three minutes to work here, Sins. Certainly running out of time.
Yeah, and Fallen Rangers doing what they want to be doing is working it around in the offensive zone to try to strip away as much of a chance as their opponents can have.
So roll for Miksu. Now Nikisuki to the forehand. Still weaving through. Below the goal line. 2 minutes left, perhaps, in this championship series. Zaki avoids pressure from Suomibo. Iso tried to find Sebco. Has it now. Final minutes. The number 1 seed, Fallen Rangers, looking to secure a championship over the 2 seed, and a big glove save. Then I know he's, it's technically been 5 goals against in all 3 games, but what a series for him.
He's faced just an insane amount of great opportunities, an insane amount of pressure, so I still think it's incredible what he's been able to pull off in net.
As Sebco just thrown in front, Nikisuki now, 35 seconds, they need 2 goals. Etska's shot saved, well done by Mild Olympic. 30 seconds remaining.
Needs to happen off this face-off. They got to get their first goal off this face-off if they really want a realistic chance.
Not the goaltender either. As Wolf up ahead. Penalty called here as well, and that will pretty much do it. Fallen Rangers going to the power play. What a performance it has been. I mean, how often do you see that, right?
Never.
Especially in those higher up tiers where it's all about the quality over quantity. The thing is, they've gotten both. A surprising result in the way that it's happened. The Fallen Rangers, 4 seconds away. One more face-off here as we crown a new Neo Division champion the Fallen Rangers in what could be the start of a very special journey here in the ECL.
Absolutely. I mean, starting from the bottom here, but now they're champs of the Neo division. And with the sheer offensive skill that they have, you could see them going far up the tiers here in the ECL. I mean, that was a clinic that they put on at all times. They won in a variety of different ways. Either, first game was pretty much pure domination. Second game, they had to play from behind a couple times, and then they were eventually able to take over. This game, fairly reminiscent of, the first game as well. But, they did surrender some more goals. It was tied up at one point as well, and just a special performance by this whole team, but particularly thinking of the likes of Sebco and Zaki on the offensive side of things, Predator as well. I mean, defensively, he and Wolf were phenomenal at stopping some of these odd man opportunities from even really gaining any sort of traction. Just well done on the side of Fallen Rangers, and good battle on the side of Salaseurue.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm sure won't be overly happy with the sweep, and how they fell short, but still a commendable series against the team of this caliber of the Fallen Rangers. I can't wait. We got a shout out to him. It really was spectacular in that series, despite, again, a 5 goals against average. That you're not looking at the goaltender at fault for that, certainly.
No.
For the Fallen Rangers and the #1 seed heading into the playoffs, and just pure domination. I mean, throughout the postseason, right? We talked about it. Quarterfinals, semifinals, they didn't drop any games. And I'm looking back at their series, and they went perfect through 5 rounds. They did not drop a game.
Yeah. Yeah, when I said that earlier, I wasn't just thinking of the bracket. I had to go and look, as you just did, back at the rest of that on SportsGamer.gg, and perfection. What else can you say it? And as a Patriots fan, how much does it hurt that they were able to get the job done?
Well, how's it feel to be conducting this interview all by yourself? Hope you got your questions ready there, champ.
Oh, crap! I didn't even know there was an interview. Oh, I should have kept my mouth shut.
Should I say chief? We shall see. But yeah, so ultimately we are going to get word with Kiso of Fallen Rangers here in a moment, and again, just what an effort from the Fallen Rangers in that series. Like, obviously we weren't able to cover a ton on broadcast for them, and they showed up today. That champion.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to really say any more words, because they were just phenomenal, and the play on the ice spoke for itself. Just insane on the offensive side of things. And again, it didn't matter how they were doing it, whether it was off the rush or with sustained zone time, the secondary opportunities, and that's the mark of a great offensive team, is when you're able to just continue to score in any different kind of a situation. And they did that throughout this series. I mean, yeah, it's only 3 games, but that's because that's just how good that offense was.
And we will wait to we're ready to off here, but it's just again crazy.
Looks like we are indeed being joined by Kiso. Kiso, can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, now we can. Awesome.
There we go.
Oh, there he is too. All right, man. So first of all, congratulations, New Division champions. It's got to feel good. And the fact that you did it in, such a convincing fashion, obviously games 1 and 3, you really seem to kind of be on your toes the entire time. What goes into that? Do you guys kind of talk about a game plan beforehand, or do you just kind of let it come to you and find the opportunities that are available?
Yeah, I would say we didn't have some exact plan. We want to score more goals than our opponent. We know that we play really good, and yeah, we tried our best, and
yeah, obviously getting the job done. Speak a little bit about Teme, obviously the opposing goaltender for Salaseurue. He made some really big saves down the stretch off of some of these A-grade chances that you guys were able to find. Does that, does that kind of get into your head sometimes of like, especially when you were trailing in game 2 and he was making some of the saves that he was, did you find any kind of panic or did you really kind of trust in yourself and in your teammates that you'd find a way to beat him?
We trust in ourselves. Opponent goalie had really great saves. Shout out to him. But we always find a way to score. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. And obviously there's a familial relations, obviously Sebco and Predator brothers. You are their cousin. I got to ask the story. How long have you guys been playing NHL together and when did that kind of start?
Yeah, we play NHL maybe, I don't know, maybe for 10 years. But we started to play World of Shell maybe 2 years ago, and we joined same team, and the collaboration between us and also other team members is really good. We play good on ice, and we are also friends outside of ice. So yeah, it's really good to have family in our team. But yeah, it's not only about us. On the ice are 6 players, and we yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Oh, there you go, Tugi.
I'll bump in here. Of course, I might not be on screen, but I did have a question as well. Neo Division, it's our entry-level tier, and you never quite know where teams are going to go. Do you guys have your eyes on the core division for next season?
Yes, we have eyes on core division, but there are some payments, and we will see how it goes, because we have some players on the university not working. They don't have job. Also, we have some players in high school, so we will see how it goes. And yeah, but I would really like to play higher division, because if you play with tougher opponents, you will be better and better. Yeah, so hopefully we will join core division, but let's see.
I hope you guys are able to make it. There's already some good representation from Czechia and Slovakia as well, with the likes of the Cost Wolves, who made the finals this year. So yeah, I'd love to see you guys in that particular division. I'm hoping that works out. But Zen, anything else?
No, just once again. Go for it, man.
Well, I just want to say that we also cheered for Wolves. We know each other from our Czechoslovakian leagues, so we cheered for them, and it's a pity that they didn't make it. But yeah, they will be great in light division, and we will see what they can do there. Sorry for interruption.
No. Absolutely. This is an interview of you. No one really cares what we have to say. We're just asking the questions here. But once again, man, congratulations. Got to feel good. And we'll let you go off, celebrate with your teammates and do what else you have to do throughout the rest of the night. All right. Appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. And also shout out to all team members. Shout out to my family, my wife, that I can play a lot. It's really helped me. And shout out to you for your time also, for great performance and for streams. Yeah, it's really great.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks again. And there it is, everyone. You heard from Kiso right there. Big congrats to the Fallen Rangers taking the Neo Division Championship in 3 games, and just an absolutely unreal performance, Tugi.
It was, and he mentioned the idea that there might be some complications that keep them out of the core division. I really hope that's not the case.
Yeah,
I think they showcased here they are above an entry level tier division, and I'm very intrigued at how high up they could go. Right, and you talk about all the built-in chemistry that they have. You talk about high school level players, which, hey, hasn't stopped other players and other teams from rising up the ranks in the past as well. So
Yeah.
it could be a very, very interesting future for this team, and this feels like just the first step.
Yeah. Felt my soul die a little bit just realizing how much younger people are just so like just leagues better at this game than I'll ever be, and I just continue to get older. But yeah, it's they absolutely need to see them in at least core next season because they were dominant.
Our thumbs are past their primes already.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We are old, very much so, by the esports standard. But with that, everybody, that will bring today's broadcast to a close, and that means we are 4 out of 5 championship rounds down. From tier 5 of Neo up to tier 2 of the Pro Division, those titles have been decided. We have one more to go, and it is the big one coming up on the 20th of February. That is a Thursday. We will have our Elite Division Finals live at Assembly, a LAN event in Helsinki. Mustakalta taking on our #1 seed in Parasite. Again, it is an attendable event. You can see in chat, of course, the link there for more information, of course. And Sid, we love being able to cover these lower division tiers, but there is the big prize, of course, of the Elite Division. It's Mustakalta's first trip to the final against the All-Star squad in Parasite. Can't wait for this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be absolutely insane. Can Parasite continue that same domination, or will Mustakalta be able to pull off what many people are going to consider a miniature miracle? It's their, everyone's kind of accepted they are the true underdogs going in. They have to accept that, and that's going to take a whole lot of pressure off of them.
So again, one more series to go. Thursday, the 20th of February, the entirety of the 7-game series, Mustakalta and Parasite, will wrap up our Winter Division Championship rounds. And of course, the spring season will be here before you know it. But for now, for our Neo Division coverage and this championship round, we thank you very much for watching. We hope to see you all tuning in, of course, right here on SportsGamer, or perhaps live in Helsinki for that particular event. But for now, everybody, thank you again so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Welcome to the SportsGamer Health and Performance Program. Nice to have you here. Here you have a large amount of different workouts from Wellnet, but also material just exclusive for you gamers. In your sessions, we focus mostly on neck and shoulder mobility, back health, and concentration. So give it a try and let us know what you think about it.
Down. Delayed call and full pressure here for the Fallen Rangers. The short side shot is blocked. Pick back cleanly, working with Zaki. Suomibo. Pick back. As Une draws a call on the contacts. Had the short side shot. Wouldn't put that one home. Here's Predator stepping in. Tries to go across and just broken up by the defense.
Able to get themselves established when they have. We get one more shot right there. Just wanted to hold my breath, see if they were able to get a nice one-time.
And of course, the Elite Division Final coming up on the 20th of February. That is a Thursday. A lot
by Nikki Zuki as well.
Oh my goodness, just steps in. And down, Sepko again trying that short side. Been looking for it quite a few times already in this game. As Zaki continues camp check. Up to Sebco, one-on-one with Suomibo. Sebco, the drive, tapped out. That sends it up the boards. Numbers, here's Predator stepping in. Goes across, brother to brother. Take it away, good hit there on Nikisuke. I was going to mention a pass in front, and Salaseurue may have a goal. Out of...
On any kind of puck, any weakness that they sense.
Stepping in again, the one-timer. They score, and Zaki gets that 2-goal lead right back.
Yeah, absolutely insane right there. The one shot that we've seen them make a lot more out of seemingly nothing before.
Seconds, sends it across. As Zaki back down for Sepko. The force in front, they score.
Well, we saw what the result of that was.
Scramble for the puck, a shot, and they score. Now it's Zaki down the other way. Wait for a little bit of assistance, throws one on. Loose puck, they score on the rebound. And that will do it. The Fallen Rangers take the victory in game number 1. What happens in this one? Home side needing a strong bounce back here.
And well, they're going to get a chance here on the power.
Swamibo up ahead. Now the one-timer from the point. A little bit of trouble there. Pressure because Nikisuki stepping in. Extra help. Good chance there. The pass back in front. Loose puck still kept out.
I like it. They are kind of taking that same mentality they had in the third period of forechecking.
And up and goal. They find the breakthrough early. His way through. Back to Predator at the point. Deflection bid. Goes line the goal line. Zaki shot scores.
It's a forechecking pressure. Even after Salaseurue get the puck, they just follow it up. Can't quite get the pick up there. It's in their possession, but look at that close.
Similar numbers. Distance one-timer, they score. It's a must-win game here in game 2 already. Oh, what a save! On a big stretch effort by Teme denying. A shot towards goal, another save. Mild Olympic. Numbers here now, though, for Fallen Rangers. Quick movement to Sepko. Sepko off the posts. Sepko in control. Tries the short side and scores.
Board on right there. That can take a lot of the wind out of the sails.
They shot the flex and timer blocked down by Sepko in front. Zaki over the line, avoids a big hit from Swamibo. The shot, nice block. Line has Zaki. A shot, and they score as it's blocked down. You have a couple of post hits, a big save. What a pass up to Kiso and another giant. I don't think he'll be doing that again, but I think he'll just let it go towards net. But he almost got possible enough. Period. Pass up ahead. Able to hold on to it. Back forehand, shot towards goal, nice save. Back. Predator. Lead away and Sepko in front. Swamibo's there to break it up. Attack one more time here for the Fallen Rangers. Kiso to Zaki goes across. Nikisuki tries to get the shot off. Players there to take it away.
I like that decision though, just trying to rip the shot.
Sepko, speaking of throwing a... Was able to find up ahead. Sepko looking, goes Cossack. Kiso again with speed, has options. Predator back in front, and the Fallen Rangers have their tally. It's 4-2 late in the third period.
Oh, and that's just a heartbreaker on the side of us.
Front, Kiso. One-timer for Zaki.
A mistake you cannot afford to make if you're Salaseurue. They pay for it right there. Is another close call on.
Glove save on a shot by Zaki at the buzzer. The Fallen Rangers take game number 2. They are 1 win away from being crowned our Neo Division champions, but the series is not done yet.
No, absolutely.
Up, Sepko still in control. One-timer to step in. Shot on as Nikisuki finds his way through, hit the post. Pressure. Most important is possession. Sepko tries to walk through and post. Wolf circles. Sepko another short side shot. Iksu. Predator, a little bit of trouble. Weaves out of it. Rolls cross, they score! Zaki's attempts. Locked down, they maintain possession. Predator shot, rebound, and another save! Continues to keep his team in it. Oh, man, here's space. Kiso, the shot, another save! Kiso, Sepko scores! Thought it might be waved off, but they're calling it it good.
Stranglehold.
He's here, they score. This go across for Zach. Ikiso for Semco. The hat trick, Fallen Rangers.
One-timer who buries it.
As a shot, they score. The floodgates have nearly got it back. For Mixu, they score. The flood wave there. Shot, they score. Semco hits the corner. Here, one-timer for Zaki, not sure if it was saved or hit the side of the cage. They score. And that could be the goal that seals the deal. 35 seconds. They need 2 goals. Etska's shot saved. Well done by Milvalente.